South Coast and Southern Highlands, this is Win News.
Tonight, the hunt for firebugs believed to have started the Royal National Park blaze. A Vietnam veteran attacked while carrying RSL takings, and a new solution to Hyams Beach traffic and parking problems. Good evening, I'm Geoff Phillips. Also coming up tonight, one of Australia's premier folk festivals wraps up for yet another year. Authorities are stepping up their hunt for those responsible for the fire that's burned out more than 2,000 hectares of the Royal National Park. More than 100 volunteer firefighters, almost half from the Illawarra region, worked today to secure containment lines from the ground and the air.
In the heart of bushfire season, the reality.
Stephanie Atkins, Win News.
Coming up next on Win News, a new proposal to solve parking and traffic woes at Hyams Beach, and wetting a line for an Illawarra special school. A proposal will be brought to Shoalhaven City Council tomorrow for a new road and car park at Hyams Beach to help the village deal with the volumes of visitors. Councillor Joanna Gash says her proposal will provide a long-term solution to traffic congestion issues and is urging the council to support it.
Traffic congestion continues to cripple Hyams Beach.
There is a problem. I acknowledge that. It's been a problem for a long, long time and it's been growing.
Councillor Joanna Gash has been exploring options to alleviate the problem.
Sport is next with Melissa and Wollongong Superbike legend Troy Corser back home from the UK.
That's right, Geoff. The retired star is heading back to the Phillip Island track for an international challenge. And the Illawarra Hawks NBL playoffs hopes dashed with two heavy weekend losses to Adelaide.
This report brought to you by Nikolovsky Lawyers. With you all the way.
Illawarra Hawks NBL playoffs hopes are hanging by a thread after back-to-back weekend losses to Adelaide. The 36ers backing up Friday night's crushing 22-point win in Adelaide with a 19-point win at the Wynn Entertainment Centre last night.
The Entertainers beaten at their own game. Corey Hammond, Win News.
Wirilla's Adam Zampa has made the highlight reel but couldn't stop Australia slumping to a third straight ODI loss to England. English batsman Johnny Bairstow went on the attack against the leg spinner, but it proved his undoing. Zampa was unlucky not to have another scalp, skipper Steve Smith dropping Owen Morgan. He finished with 1 for 55, England going on to clinch the 5-match series with a 16-run win. Wollongong Superbike legend Troy Corser is back home to lead Team Australia to the 25th Annual International Island Classic at Phillip Island. Reporter Corey Hammond caught up with Troy as he prepares for a first tilt at the vintage bike race.
Here with two-time World Superbike champion Troy Corser. Troy, welcome back home.
And that is sport for this Monday, Geoff.
And our viewers may not be aware, but Melissa and her husband Rhett today announced that they're expecting their very first child. You're a lovely person. You're going to make a wonderful mum. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Geoff. We're over the moon. So excited.
So you should be. Weather is next with Tanya and the summer heat continues.
It sure does, Geoff, and tomorrow is looking like a very similar day. I'll have the forecast after the break.
This weather update, proudly brought to you by the new Toyota Prado. Luxury that goes anywhere.
Hello again, another hot summer's day, but temperatures were closer to normal on the south coast. There was a smoky haze that added some extra beauty to this morning's sunrise at Kiama. Thanks to Tony for the photo. If you've taken a weather photo you'd like to see up on screen, you can email it through to weather@wintv.com.au. Let's have a look at the details from today. The mercury had climbed to 25 degrees in Nowra by 8:30 this morning, eventually topping out at 32, 36 the high for Goulburn and Bowral's strongest wind gust gust was 44 kilometres an hour. Taking a look at temperatures on the south coast, Bateman's Bay slipped to a low of 18 and climbed to 27, 29 the high for Bega, Merimbula and Eden. On the satellite, a hot and dry air mass lies over southeastern Australia. On the synoptic, a low pressure trough will bring a brief milder change across southeastern New South Wales and a southerly wind change to the western inland tomorrow. Taking a look at the fire danger, there is a total fire ban in place for the southern ranges tomorrow with severe fire danger forecast, so do take care. An overcast day is expected on the waters tomorrow with a chance of a storm later in the day. Taking a look at the forecast for the Illawarra and Southern Highlands, partly cloudy with a slight chance of a shower later on, as well as a possible storm. A low of 21 for Ulladulla, heading for a top of 26 throughout the day tomorrow. 32 the forecast high at Nowra. Very warm for Picton with 36. Taking a look at the south coast, some possible drizzle and the chance of a storm in the afternoon and early evening. Low of 19 at Narooma. It's heading for a top of 28 throughout the day tomorrow, as our Bateman's Bay and Moruya heads. 27 the forecast high for Bega, while Merimbula and Eden are heading for tops of 26. For Wollongong, a cloudy but warm day ahead. 28 the forecast high, 22 overnight, so staying quite warm there as well. Keep the fan or aircon on. Taking a look at the days ahead now, partly cloudy on Wednesday with the chance of a late storm, as well as some possible drizzle about the southern coastal ranges. Thursday remaining partly cloudy with a chance of an afternoon or evening storm about the higher ground and a slight chance of a shower near the Victorian border. And a medium chance of showers on Friday, likely to fall from the afternoon with the chance of a storm, so potentially some more unsettled conditions ahead, Geoff.
Tanya, thanks for the heads up. Before we go, recapping our top stories, police have established a task force as they step up the hunt for those responsible for the fire which has burned out more than 2,000 hectares of the Royal National Park. Further south, 3 men captured on CCTV cameras are wanted over the theft of an ATM from the Bega Country Club over the weekend. And a new proposal will be put to Shoalhaven Council to build a road to get in and out of Hyams Beach and a car park for visitors. And that is Win News for Monday the 22nd of January. To view some of our reports, visit the Win News Illawarra Facebook page. We leave you with pictures of some of the people enjoying The Little Mermaid at IPAC. I'm Geoff Phillips. Thanks for your company. Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.